Hello and welcome again, folks. It's Vigda's daughter, otherwise known as Erin. I wanted to talk to you about two very commonly misunderstood terms. The first being familiars. The term familiar is problematic in that it has already dropped half of its own meaning. The term is familiar spirit. And this concept comes from the Dark Ages grimoires. It is literally a spirit, and it is either something that the practitioner constructs to do a task or enslaves to do a task. The idea that your pet is a familiar is so much bullshit. I just can't. I really can't. As a friend put it once, if it shits or eats, it's not a familiar. And really, why would you want a beloved pet to be a familiar? A familiar was something that was used. It was a shield for the practitioner. If an attack came, the familiar would be sacrificed. Would you really do that to your beloved cat or dog? Would you? If you say you would, well, okay, thank you for outing yourself as an animal abuser. Let's not go there. Let's really not go there. Now, all that said, animals can decide that they want to be part of your practice. This is quite different from animals coming along and helping themselves to whatever energy you are working with. Animals in general are little energy sucks. Free energy, yay! So they're just going to help themselves to it. And you know what? That's fine. Doesn't make your pet a familiar. Hello, Lucy. Come here. She's a little interested in what's going on. If a pet really wants to be part of your practice, they will let you know. They will absolutely let you know. And they will let you know when they're no longer interested. I had a cat. Her name was Eeyore. She was an absolutely delightful cat. And about 2 years old, she decided, ooh, maybe I'll get involved in this. And it went from helping out with tarot card readings. She would literally sit on a card if she thought I was wrong in my interpretation. And later, when I got my own place, she became very protective of the space. I didn't have to ward because she took care of it. She took care of everything. She was an absolutely amazing little cat. And the time I had a friend come over and help me try and do a shamanic journey, my friend was absolutely flabbergasted that as soon as she called her spirits in to guard me on the journey, Eeyore came thundering out of her hiding spot in the linen closet and lay down on my chest, and no spirit was coming anywhere near me. So, can animals be helpful in your practice? Yes. But it's on their terms. It's not something you're going to force. It's not, oh, my cute little kitten is going to be my familiar. No, definitely not. Absolutely not. Please don't do it. It's like anything else. You need to try and experience it and understand it and accept it for what it is. When Eeyore turned about 15, she retired. She was no longer interested beyond letting in the occasional fairy to bug Cosmo, the new kitten. She had a lot of fun with that. But it was always on her terms. How much she was involved or how little she was involved. Either one. It's fine. Another very commonly misunderstood term is harm none. I hate to break it to you, but harm none doesn't exist. It's not a thing. What it is people are distilling the 8 words of the Wiccan Rede to a 2-word soundbite. And in doing so, they completely change the meaning. The Wiccan Rede itself reads, "An ye harm none, do what ye wilt." Gerald Gardner was really very fond of his archaic language. So the first thing we have to understand is "an." "An" is an archaic form of "if." So if you harm none, do what you want is the modern interpretation of it. It is a permissive statement. If you harm none, you get to do what you want. It does not tell you what to do if you cause harm. This is why it's so problematic that people say harm none. That's not what it is. It's giving you credit for a functional brain. And as such, you are expected to figure it out for yourself. If this does harm, what should I do? What should I not do? That's how it works. There is no harm none rule anywhere for anything. It's all over the internet and it's absolute crap. So if someone's saying harm none to you, laugh. Walk away. It's irrelevant. Completely, totally, and utterly. If you want to talk about the Wiccan Rede, okay, that's fine, but it's Wiccan. I'm not Wiccan. I'm not going to worry about it any more than I would worry about karma, seeing as I'm not a Hindu. So, on that note, and with Cosmo helping, I will say thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you later. Remember to use the brains you were born with, and everything's going to be just fine. Take care.